And the fact that like a lot of the companies in England got co-opted by WWE, namely Progress, ICW, by Club tangentially, but I think they WWE kind of had a bit of an inside track on that one, and WXW. WXW I think was the one that really hurt for a lot of people because the guy that was running WXW for a long time basically pieced out before the consumption happened. And that was always kind of seen as the warning for like, okay, WXW that we liked as a not me personally, because I never went, but that core fan base. Okay, we know that WXW is now gone. We are now bracing ourselves to the fact that what we're going to get is not going to be the same thing. OTT never really had the luxury of that kind of transition because we had a pandemic in between. And I'll be honest with you, that pandemic also saved the brand to a certain
Oh,
degree
this
because
without
if
question.
yeah, because if that stuff if that stuff broke while things were still normal service, OTT is dead and buried. It's not coming back. It is a Fight Club Pro situation.
Hmm, I don't know.
Well, considering that
Very
the
possibly.
biggest offender
Just
was the champion as well. Like everything, every news article that will drop because of this guy, he's holding your fucking championship. That is a
could it
brand that is damage to a brand that is irreplaceable. Like you will
could it have
never repair that damage.
like uh words. Worst things have lesser things have sunk other entities,
Yes.
and there might have been a chance that it could have weathered, but
Mm,
I didn't believe so when the vehemence against Devlin,
mm.
the crowd had changed, and that
Yes.
momentum could have been carried, and you could have skipped Star into someone else. But there
Mm.
was a nastiness
Yeah.
in the crowd that me and Sarah noted was like, oh, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, but
This
again, a
is
lot of and I blame Star for a lot of that in a sense, like
oh
because a
yeah, it
lot
was
of his
designed.
shtick was
Yeah,
about
it was designed.
fuck the system type of things. Like, dude, you are part of the system. You're going for trials. You're a fucking hypocrite,
Like
and it was
it's
called out
something
to him
that
very publicly.
it's something that like separate the art from the artist as
Mm,
much as you can. Dude, fucking, he played a good fucking game there, and it was
yeah.
masterful. And you can separate it, and you can look back on it for what it was,
Mm,
especially from the building of Haven for Monsters and all of that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
the little and it was very very good. Who would have
Mm,
believed that someone who was very good at manipulating a crowd would be a manipulator?
yes.
And it was for what it was. It was great. Could
Mm,
it have sustained and could the momentum have been skipped? Maybe.
yeah.
Probably fucking not. But you can just see where when someone who I had seen be an avid Devlin fan, can't even remember the guy, just know had saw the guy, and he stood up
Mm,
and went, "Fuck you, Devlin," and I just went, "Ew,
yeah.
ew, I don't like that. This is English terrace shit. I don't like this. This isn't
Yeah.
what I like. As
Mm,
much as I'll rip the piss out of somebody,
yeah.
I still want them to be okay. I
It's
still
it's
want."
it there's that quality to it as well, but I remember that kind of turning point as well. I think it was the stadium show between where the two of them had the main event, and it was that kind of tide turning. And there, I just remember just kind of standing, kind of like gobsmacked at the crowd, going like, "It's like I don't know who you fuckers are anymore. Like I genuinely don't know."
There
Because
was
again, that's also like again, if you think this is me getting on the bandwagon about speaking out and like like pretending to be kind of like shocked and appalled. No, no, I was having this disconnect a
no
year before this
you.
happens.
I believe it was the KRFC where you were very vocal.
I was pissed. Not in
Yeah,
actual drunk, Brian, but yes, that's a separate issue.
you live in my head rent free before I knew you. You,
but for
you,
the
you,
tans, yeah, for the
you
tans.
said that so much, and I just went, I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's about as a person. But he's just so very right. Maybe a little bit verbose, but I need to go home. But I'll talk to him again. Um, and I'm like, when you see someone says and you're like, I'll get them in the queue next time. I need to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
talk to this person, and
yeah.
here we are.
Here we go.
It was written.
It
It
was a
was
couple of
written,
cues later, but we
but
got there in the end.
it was something that I can just see where the right type of people mix with the right type of people, and I can
Mm,
just see when the fan base switched. I noticed it after when they did Comic-Con, the fan
yeah.
base changed, and it just
Mm,
changed, and it became people who weren't wrestling fans.
yeah.
Who weren't fans of wrestling. They couldn't tell your fucking waist lock from your wrist locks. They
Mm,
just didn't care. And when the peak of it was when Minoru Suzuki was there, and and Katsuya Nore hit, and I went, I didn't even know it at the time.
yeah.
Whereas there was buzz and this level of people who are really into it, who are really
Mm,
knowledgeable, and who weren't fucking cunts about it.
yeah.
I would stand in the queue and people would tell me the match and tell me the card and would educate me, and I'd be like, oh, great. Oh, here. Oh, this is a great match from fucking 2 weeks ago in Corrigan Hall. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Look, that's his
Yeah.
signature move. When he hits that move, on it. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, I hope they do his entrance music. I wonder if they'll do his entrance music. His entrance music is fucking great. Oh, when it hits, you'll fucking get it, man. Oh, it's fucking
Mm,
great. I can't wait for you to
yeah.
see it. I'll be watching for you. It was just this. Everyone wanted everyone to be a fan
Yeah.
of this, and just there was no gatekeeping.
Mm,
There was no gatekeeping, and the people who did got fucking shut up, you will you?
yeah. I
Shut
think
up.
the gatekeeping really did start around the Devon Star feud.
Yeah.
And again, like I'm not gonna be this fucker that sits on the fence. One side started the gatekeeping before the other, and it wasn't the Star fans. Unfortunately, it was people who made an active choice to detest individuals who were going for tryouts and prolong and go intending to extend their careers because no fucking shit you do. Like I think people kind of forget as well that like ultimately, even though aesthetically, yes, you're probably in the right place with OTT and you're having a great time and your best possible version of you. Ultimately, you're still being paid in about 75 quid in a chicken fillet roll. It's not good money
The
being on the
um
independent scene, you know?
the I noted it during the video promo.
Mm,
The pig on the beach.
yeah,
I noted that and went, ugh.
yeah.
Felt like jump shark. Felt like the jump shark. It was a bit.
Yeah, a little bit actually.
It
Yeah,
was based. That was on the news. They left that there.
yeah. Now that really fucking annoyed me. That
Yep.
really fucking irritated me
Yep.
because that is was that after Sean Ryan? That felt like it was after Sean Ryan.
Yeah. Think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that would not be left there at all, and that's what really pissed me off. Like that was not an intention of being like kind of like that wasn't viral marketing. That wasn't a way of like kind of getting some sort of traction. That was just negligence, and that was
Yeah.
complacency, and it was just a distinct lack of giving a shit. And
Totally.
that's what really
It
upset me there.
showed.
That I didn't like
It
that
it
either.
it showed what you can always tell. You can tell the quality of a product by the dregs of a product.
Yeah.
So look at brewing.
Mm.
The quality of a brew looks after the crap that spills.
Yep.
Look at your Christmas dinner. Look how
Hmm.
the leftovers were handled. All these types
Yeah.
of things.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there was something that happened there where an ugliness crept in,
Mm.
and it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. I
Mm.
see it. I see it where it is, and I know what I know. And I can just see it. And it's something that it's it's something that can be redone, and the only thing that will save it is success,
Mm.
because that's what will save it.
Mm.
When OTT peaked with Judgment Day, the The fact that they
In
didn't follow that up with when Judgment Day were the
oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah,
when they didn't follow that up, that's when there was a there was a bump in the road there.
mm,
And I know what I know, and it's not their fault. It's
mm,
not OTT's fault. Why
yeah,
they're in the position they're in now. The scene is suffering because
mm.
who is the best English on the UK indie scene right now? I don't fucking know.
No,
I
it's
like
impossible to fucking say. I'd probably like again. This is also how kind of fragmented everything is. That like everyone has their likes and interests, and they're very narrow. But like, and again, it's also unfortunately it is the fucking shadow of speaking out as well. Is that no one's really willing to give other places, the old
it's
places, a chance
speaking
anymore.
it's speaking out. It's
Yeah,
AEW. It's AEW.
yeah, well, yeah, both of them. Yeah, in fairness,
The
like
super
more
indie.
damage done. Yeah, yeah,
Well, just
very true point. Yeah,
fair play to them. Oh my god, look at he has the title. Oh,
I
just
know.
look
Look how
at
cute he
that.
does. It kind of suits him a little bit, doesn't it? Like, what could have been? What could have
That
been?
heals me. That heals me.
But if I was to pick two places out of like on the Brit Rest scene that seems to be at least catching some level of fire, I'd say Riot Cabaret and Pro Wrestling Eve.
Yeah.
And realistically, like Eve was not caught in the crossfire, and to
Was the
Will Ospreay's credit, whether it be by fucking guilt or by just like needing to spend his money on something, is putting a lot of weight um behind Eve because he believes in the project. He wants it. He thinks that like Brit Rest is still a very good hotbed for women's wrestling. And to
it
be
is.
honest, I think he's correct. I think there is still a lot of talent there to be tapped. Um,
There's
and again, I think like Alex Windsor in his ear helps a lot with that aspect too.
there,
And Ryan
there's there,
Cabaret was very much not involved at all. That was a phoenix of what had come
yeah,
before.
and it was. I don't like the phrase. It was a safe space. It was where the marginalized and the oddball and the queer went.
Yeah. But I
And
think that, and to me, that's what OTT was as well. Like again, like it was like like professional
my
wrestling is about
fucking god, you've nailed it. You've fucking hit the
yeah.
nail on the head.
But you think about it, like again, like OTT was a lightning rod for people who like at the time people would have been disenfranchised with modern wrestling, and they still are. The difference is that there isn't somewhere to go to enjoy your specific type of wrestling. I think Fight Factory is the closest for me personally, but again,
Mm.
literally it's because like I don't have the time to go at the moment, but there is a conscious effort in the new year to remedy that. But even then, they're only able to do so much themselves because they are a training school first and a promotion second. What they want, what the scene wants is a promotion that is just like the above them, below OTT, and that's your second place to go. Then that will have anyone you want and
I mean,
whoever wrestlers you want to go for and
I
try
don't.
and get that kind of that
Hard,
core audience back.
Hard Knocks has the potential with the
Yes.
new influx. RCW is its own ecosystem.
Mm.
You'll catch a few here and
Yeah.
there. But I'm very interested in Hard Knocks. I think they have the potential to
Mm.
just slip in there because they have. I think they have it, and the talent pool's there.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? MLW,
Mm.
NLW, Kildare. They are.
Mm.
They're right there. They do lean to more kid friendly, but the fucking roster, the talent pool,
Mm.
are it's there.
Yeah.
It has. They're a dark horse now for
Mm.
2026 if they can maintain, and because they're traveling, they went to
Yeah.
Kilkenny. They're moving. They're shaking.
Yeah. I
Um,
think sometimes the best thing to do is to keep it as a road show and just get as many kind of like new faces onto it as well. But
I'll
again,
tell.
also just make some money as well. That's the
I'll
key
tell you,
difference. Is
man.
that be sustainable.
The that fucking mouth theater NLW was, you know what, really put a fucking smile on my face when we went.
Mm.
Couldn't recommend it any higher. It was
Yeah.
just a bit. It was just
But NLW very much in its is very basic simple city wrestling, and
yeah.
it knows what it is. Um,
The
I think there's also
first
kind of aspect like I do like there is definitely as I said, I think there's an appetite for some sort of median wrestling, like wrestling promotion that is not quite like it's like I know there's been talk about this kind of this kind of project flight that that Trent Seven is kind of fronting and looking for kind of some sort of level of private capital, and it's an interesting idea. I don't know whether it'll pull off because typically stuff with that kind of private capital doesn't turn a profit like until like year 3 or 4. And at that point, the people putting the money in get a bit fed up with it. So
Mm.
it'll take a
Well,
lot of
given
vision and take a lot of convincing,
it just
but we'll
it
see.
it just seems like shall I be controversial? He's setting up the company that WWE will steal from.
No, 100%, yeah.
Like he's just setting
But
the groundwork for it, and look,
hmm.
a Carney's gonna Carney, and that is not an
And
insult.
here's the also aspect. Like again, it's also that kind of conversation about the ecosystem as well. Is that like on a fan level, OTT was a proverbial outer heaven. It was the fact that like you can
Yeah,
go in and you get that exact level of like of reciprocation that you have wanted from pro wrestling your entire life. It is close to you. It is direct. It is open. It's honest. Whatever. So and it's idealized. It's idealized wrestling. It's what you want. And then came to a point when you realize actually it's not as idealized as I want because it's going to a direction that I don't personally like and blah blah blah. Ancient history, let's not dig that up.
yeah.
So, but on a more kind of like on a shall we say a global side, like the professional landscape is dominated by two massive spheres, which is WWE and AEW, and they're both consuming the equal amount of shall we say morsels and mackerels at the same time. The two massive like kind of like sperm whales all eating the same level of scraps. And then when one gets full and belches up something that they don't want, and it'll be like whatever releases come out per year. Usually, the other sperm whale feeds on that like regurgitation. They're not going down into the indies anymore, or when they are, they're charging WWE or AW rates, and therefore they don't get booked. So like, and again, that's also like the promotions also telling them to recognize their self worth and say, actually, no, you're a former WWE star. You have this level of star quality. You have this level of name quality. You should charge fucking 2,000 a head. And rightfully, indie promoters are going to go, am I going to look at fucking wrestler A and wrestler B here and charge them and get charged 6 grand for these two lads who will work 20 minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, and that's it? No, I'm not. I'm going to book two trainees for a fucking
With no,
fiver and save my money.
with no promo and no build up, and
Yeah.
it just caught to maybe I'll get back to it. Maybe we'll get back to it. But there are heads there
Mm,
that I think if you caught an OTT show and
mm,
if it happened to be the day you
mm,
wanted you happened to see it. I put a lot of stock in Frankie Vendetta. Sam is fucking great. Renzo
mm,
Rose is heating up. Bullet Smith has now stepped up. Um, and there's great wrestling there, and there's great
mm.
wrestlers there. BDE are doing great stuff. Nikki's still a fucking
Yeah.
workhorse. The fact that Paul Tracy is still training,
Yeah.
fucking, you fucking catch Paddy on Instagram and you get to see a couple of the training stuff. The fact that Paddy's still involved and Paul Tracy's still involved means they're
Oh yeah,
still
like I don't really don't think like they're like in
like
terms of the wrestling quality, I don't think they've had it any better because
even
legitimately fine like I think I am of the belief that there is actually more knowledge and more like savvy in this
yeah.
country alone than there is in the UK. Because in the UK,
There's
there's a lot of fucking bullshitters. There's a lot of lads who have worked the Butlins tours and think they're fucking brilliant. You
there's
know, who like lads who will wear a fake gimmick or a pretend gimmick like I was the UK taker. It's like you're a fucking charlatan pal and you know it. Get to fuck.
there's I've seen a real uptake in a very specific group of wrestlers who
Yeah.
train with Terry Thatcher.
Hmm.
Thatcher puts it out. You see the people who train with him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, these are all the people I like.
Yeah.
Huh, I'm
But
seeing
again,
Tom
that
in for that.
he is a fantastic example, and I have a lot of time for Terry because he's someone who who understands the art of wrestling.
Yep.
In that, like as someone who has been able to do both babyface and heel, wear different types of faces, different type of characters over the years,
Yep.
and just know how to work and how to get the people to watch you and people would look at you.
Still,
Like again, there's arts and skills there that like will be lost on people because it won't get taught.
there
And
was.
again, the trainers are there, the coaches are there, the skill sets are there. Just the platform is not there, and that's a little bit sad.
Well, that's now the road shows are going to do that and give the reps and
Yeah,
get the right people there. But it just means that a generation is going to miss out just to be trainers. They will
yeah,
feed. It's just it is what it is. But
yeah.
haven't seen. Paddy put up the clip. I think it was Instagram, and Paul Tracy. They were mat wrestling, and he went down. He came out with a headlock takeover, and he floated over. And he's like, "No,
Mm,
keep your body tight in a reach, and now grab here, and now pull the arm up, and show it off to the crowd." And I just went, God fucking damn, it's so mechanical and it's just fucking
mm,
brilliant.
yeah,
Where you take the likes of, I'll put fucking Thatcher in with Paddy and with fucking Paul. He's
mm,
that damn fucking good.
yeah,
The fact that every single time that he gets in the ring, people want him to win, and he never fucking does, and he still makes people care.
yeah.
Still, still. He
Mm,
still gets everybody fucking rallying behind him. He just needs a couple. Like all he would need is a couple of wins, and he's
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Like he's
100%.
off to the fucking races. But such is.
But again, like that's even on just on that one school. Like again, you got the exact same level of knowledge in the Fight Factory side as well.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating is that they're coming from a completely different angle in a sense. But both answers are still perfectly valid. You're just
Like
learning from two different sources. It's like going to two
there's
different colleges to get the same degree.
there's a perfect there's a perfect development that if you want to become a professional wrestler, you start in Fight Factory,
Yes,
and if you want to, elevate your career and go to the next level, you do get polish in the Irish
yes.
School of Wrestling.
That's the way I always read it was that like if you want to
It's
catch the bug, you go to Fight Factory because I think they have a more open and honest atmosphere. Um, whereas,
just look at Fight Factory people.
yeah, yeah,
Now there is, you will argue that no, actually, and the NWA maybe, or
mm,
there's a school there, especially that generation of Foxy, of Thatcher. They're that
yeah.
little in between where Paddy's a little bit different
Celtic
and
Pro would
Paul's
be
a
that
bit,
kind of,
yeah.
that was
Like
that
there's
little, yeah,
there's there's a little weird nexus bleed over where that generation just kind of got fucking skipped,
yeah.
and
That
just it
happened
was
again. That was
unfortunate.
because
Like
that was the post Irish Whip era where like people kind of forgot that Irish Whip wrestling was on satellite TV,
I know,
and like that's bizarre. That's so fucking bizarre. But again, it was also like there was if I'm going to be a little bit simple here, I'm going to be a little bit inflammatory, but Irish Whip Wrestling was the Celtic Tiger of Irish wrestling. It was that kind of idea of like, ah, Jesus, look at us now, we're on the telly, look at us, big happy heads on us, and it was all very short term. It was all a novelty. It was all like, Jesus, here we are now. We made it type of thing,
yeah.
where there wasn't a general idea of like this is not going to stay. This is not going to be sustainable. But who gives a fuck about being sustainable? Let's make money. Let's be successful now and hope for the best and go from there.
What culture pro wrestling was better than Irish Whip?
Oh yeah, but World
And
Culture Pro Wrestling at least had like they were I wouldn't say they were ahead of the curve, but they certainly had a concept which was put the wrestling on YouTube and let the reach make the money for us. Because all you need to do is have like some core
never
level of
should have.
sponsors and go from there. The mistake
Never.
that What Culture Pro Wrestling had, and again it was very much just from What Culture themselves, was that it was having What Culture people producing it. If they had joined up with like say a known promoter and a known agent, let's say, rather than just let the lunatics run the asylum.
It's when they put
Because
themselves.
yeah,
When they start booking themselves, they
yeah.
fucking